Hey everyone, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack. Today is another LEGO Weekly News update. Don't mind the mess, I'm in the middle of a build right now, and I'm gonna jump right back to it after I do the news, but a lot of stuff did happen this week in the world of LEGO. Biggest story definitely is the official pictures, or most of the official pictures for the new line of LEGO Ninjago movie sets have been revealed, but there are updates from E3 about LEGO Marvel Super Heroes 2, plus a bunch of other little things. But before we jump into everything there, let's check out the Amazon deals of the week.
All right, and this is just the example video from a previous news episode, and down below is also an example list of a bunch of sets that are on sale at Amazon right now. These sets appearing in front of you right now are the current ones that were added this week, but if you check the description below, there's just a massive list of a ton of different Amazon sets, and I encourage you guys to go check those out. Let's get back into the news. All right, let's jump into the biggest story of the week now by far, and that is all of the official set images have been revealed for the first wave of the Ninjago movie. I initially found these pictures on a post from CM4Sci on Reddit. Now, I knew sort of deep down that LEGO was going to be putting a bit of extra effort and time into making these sets a bit better than your average LEGO Ninjago line reveal, but I gotta say the quality of these builds have really exceeded my initial expectations. Some of these really do look amazing. The first one here, let's start with just the biggest ones first. This is Destiny's Bounty, set number 70618. It has 2,295 pieces, and it includes the minifigs Kai, Jay, Zane, Nia, Cole, Lloyd, and Sensei Wu. It's great that we get such a complete lineup, but honestly, the build for the Destiny's Bounty ship is just awesome. I think adding a big old ship to the line was a very good idea because pirate ships have always done well as LEGO sets, and getting something that looks kind of similar to sort of a junk, but maybe a larger sort of battleship version with this very sort of Eastern vibe is going to be something that people are really going to gravitate towards. The build looks amazing. We have so many ornate details, and that really is a wonderful print that makes up the dragon on the sails. There's a lot of other details that I really like about the ship, and in general it just has a wonderful shape, but there's a lot of sets to get through, so let's check out the next one. This is the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon, set number 70617, and it has 1,403 pieces. The minifigs included are going to be Jungle Garmadon, Cole, Kai, Nia, Jay, Lloyd, and Zane. In general, I think the figs all look really great for this line, but in particular, I think Jungle Garmadon is especially nice. In this set, it is a very tall temple, looking pretty excellent from the front, and like so many of the previous Ninjago temple sets, it looks like we're going to have a lot of trapdoors and other types of booby traps once you enter the inside. It's great that those two stone lion guardians looks like they can come alive, and in general I just like the color scheme of the temple a bit more than things we've seen in the past. Now moving down the line, this is I think going to be the most popular set from the movie. There's just something so classic about the fire mech, and it really does remind me of the early days of when I was playing Mech Warriors. The design is just really cool. It is set number 70615. It has 944 pieces. It includes Kai, Zane, Lauren, Henry, Hammerhead, and Jelly. I especially like the look of the bad guys, but really this fire mech is where it's at. No other Ninjago mech has ever come close to looking nearly as good as this, and I don't think you have to care about Ninjago or even know what it is in order to appreciate how epic this build is going to be. Moving down the list, this is the Lightning Jet set. It is 876 pieces, set number 70614, and it will include the minifigs Jay, Ed, Edna, Krusty, Shark, Army Thug, and Jelly. Once again, I'm really liking the look of this set. It kind of has a Reaver or Milano feel to the ship, with a lot of those sort of splaying out fins in the back, and it kind of comes to that nice little triangular point in the front, but very much different as well. I think this will be a little bit annoying though, with all of those sort of electrodes that are sticking out on either side of the wings. I think it does look cool, but just handling it and stuff, you're probably going to be knocking those pieces off a lot if you get this one. Also, I do like the crab build. I'm assuming that's the sort of crab build that comes along with the set, and in general I think that is pretty darn awesome. But hold on, let's go on to the next set. This is going to be I think my favorite from the first line. I just have a feeling. This is called the Green Ninja Mech Dragon, set number 70612. It has 544 pieces. It includes the Green Ninja, Sensei Wu, Garmadon, and Charlie. Now just like I said, the fire mech is like the best mech that's ever come from Ninjago. The Green Ninja Mech Dragon is going to be the best dragon dragon to come from any Ninjago set as well. I just love the shape of this creature. They have brand new molds that make up the top of the snout and the bottom jaw piece for the face. And I'm also seeing a couple other shapes that might also be new molds. I have no idea. But not only does the shape of this creature look excellent, I think that sand green and the combination of the gold is just something that looks so satisfying, kind of like it's this ornate emerald mech dragon or something. I'm gonna have so much fun with this set, posing it around the Lego city, and something tells me people might be getting multiple of this set to elongate the body and really give it that classic dragon look. It's gonna be such an awesome set, but let's move down to the Water Strider. This is 494 pieces, set number 70611, and it's gonna come with Nia, Kai, a Shark Army Thug, and Puffer. Initially, a Water Strider doesn't really strike fear into the hearts of your enemies, I don't think, but this four-legged robot is nonetheless a very cool looking machine. It looks like it's gonna be highly poseable, so you're gonna be able to put it into a lot of dynamic different poses, and it looks pretty decent both in terms of its sleek build style and the relatively dark color combination with those sort of aqua blue highlights. Now let's move on to the next set. This is Manta Ray Bombers Set number 70609. It has 341 pieces, comes with the minifigs Cole, Shen Li, Great White, and a Shark Army Gunner. Now this set somewhat fits in on a kind of goofy scale. I mean, the face that's kind of being made of the Manta Ray on the front is a little bit cartoony, and it's got kind of a wacky expression. Personally, I'm a big fan of Manta Rays. I really liked that depth charge character from Beast Wars back in the day, and I can't tell if those things on the bottom are gigantic bombs or if they are instead pontoons for this thing to land in the water. Either way, I think it's a fun design, and this is one of the sets that really just kind of intrigues me for how different it looks compared to a lot of the other ones that are coming in the first line. Now here's a pretty classic type of Ninjago set that we're getting here, is called Master Falls, set number 70608, 312 pieces, and it very much reminds me of a set sort of like Tiger Widow Island. I gotta say the quality of the sort of nature build around here does look a bit higher than that previous set, and here we're getting another Jungle Garmadon minifig, Sensei Wu, as well as Kai, and a skeleton. As far as I can tell, this looks like an entryway into a larger jungle temple, and we've got another sort of prison cage. Now, this is one of the smallest sets from this first Ninjago movie line, but I think it's going to be one of my favorites, and it seems like something that I might want to get multiple of. This is called Ninjago City Chase set number 70607, and it has 233 pieces. And when I saw this, I sort of immediately thought I could sort of implement some of these elements into our Lego city. The minifigs are going to be Lloyd Garmadon, Nia, a Shark Army Thug, Ham, and Officer Toke. Anyways, I like the sort of tuk-tuk style build for the police car, and I especially just love all the little elements that make up the chase scene. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is going to get knocked over during the movie, as sort of all these little marketplaces do in chase scenes in movies, and I just really appreciate the build for this food stand, as well as the linked lantern lights that go between the posts that have a bunch of little signs. It's a great little atmospheric build, and then this is the last of the official images coming from the smallest set. This is called Spinjitzu Training Set number 70606. It has 109 pieces. It includes Kai and Zane, and yeah, it's got some training facility builds, weapons rack, and the such, and it should be a very cheap and easy way to get some of your figs, as well as a few extra accessories. Alright, and that about does it for Lego Ninjago news. Let's move on to E3, and specifically Marvel Superheroes 2 was the main focus. They showed off quite a bit of gameplay, some multiplayer gameplay, and there were also some character reveals. I'll leave the links for those particular videos if you want to learn more. And in other Lego video game news, Lego Worlds revealed that they're going to have a free DLC Survivor pack. That looks pretty interesting, but I am more excited about getting the classic space DLC for Lego Worlds instead. This one really does look like a lot of fun, and the links to these trailers are in the video description below. Now, moving on, we're looking at a picture of a pretty interesting tree build, and this is the very exclusive set that is given to the Inside Out Tour members. It's a different set every year, and this image was revealed from brickset.com. I think it's pretty fun, and just like all Inside Out Tour sets, it is highly collectible and always extremely unique. This next bit of news is my personal favorite and I think the most interesting that happened in the week, and that is Bricklink opened up a Mosaic beta program on their site. You may have seen people making a 1x1 plate mosaic art at LEGO conventions. Now over at Bricklinkcom, this process has been made quite a bit easier. I was messing around with it earlier and just kind of turning some random pictures into LEGO mosaic art. At the end of the day, you might have to tweak the design a little bit yourself, but what's really convenient is that they also have it linked right up to the Bricklink store. That's pretty cool, but when you realize how much it ends up costing, you realize mosaic art is not a very cheap way to display LEGO. Definitely a cool concept. And then let's finish off with LEGO Ideas. If you don't know what LEGO Ideas is, it's a website. You submit your LEGO creation in hopes to having it become an official LEGO set. This week, Wonders of Peru achieved 10,000 supporters and they are moving on to the review stage. The original builder is CDW Cowboy 1979, and I know this set got a lot of exposure compared to some of the other competing ones, and no one can deny it is certainly one of the more unique ones to pass through for the 10,000 supporters. Personally, I think this is a really fun exhibit. It'll be interesting to see what LEGO Ideas has to say about it, and congratulations to CW Boy 1979 for achieving 10,000 supporters. That is not an easy feat.
All right, that is it for this episode, everybody. Thanks a lot for watching. Remember to tune in same time next week for another LEGO Weekly News Update. And I actually added a business mailbox due to popular demand. A lot of people were asking if we had an address, if they wanted to send stuff to us. So if you have letters or packages or anything, we actually have an address in the video description below if you want to send anything to us. So that's new for us, and we're kind of excited about that. But other than that, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoy our content, you can always like or subscribe, and we'll see you next time at BrickVault.